What's happening, lizard people? It's Captain David.
And Sid.
And we're back. We're back with the Crapspiracy Theory, episode number 2.
And as always, we're here with producer Pops. Say hi, Pops.
Hey, what's going on?
I've got a question for our producer, Pops. What is your biggest fear?
Snakes.
What if I told you there's a reason for that? We have evolved to be afraid of certain reptiles. And the reason is because our government is being run, and not just our government, but the whole world is being run by secret lizard people.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was going to take a box open and throw a snake at me and stuff. Oh my God.
Wait, so that's why most people are afraid of reptiles. What about, like, people that aren't afraid of reptiles? Like, my girlfriend's fine with snakes and lizards and whatnot.
You know, my wife, actually, she's okay with snakes too. Bad news there. It's possible that they are lizard people themselves.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Now, they may be aware, but in some of these cases, they don't know that they're lizard people. It's up to us to make them aware.
They're lizard people, so there's really no cure for it, right? They just have to live the rest of their lives being a lizard person.
Yeah, that's really all they can do.
Oh, wow.
And we just got to hope that they're not evil like the rest of them.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
Where'd this come from?
I'm glad you asked, because our hero of this story, of this journey that we are going on today, goes by the name of David Icke, or Ike, or Icke, one of them.
Definitely one of those two.
This man...
Oh, another David. You know how I feel about Davids.
No relation. But Mr. David here, he was a soccer player in England. He had some injuries. I think it was arthritis. He had to retire. But he had this bright idea after this that what if, stay with me, what if the world was being run by lizard people? So he wrote a book. He wrote a few of them. This one was... I tried to read this one. It is bad.
Oh.
He's decided that he is the son of God.
Oh.
And that lizard people are secretly running Earth's affairs.
Oh. Like all the affairs?
Oh,
like
all of them.
extramarital affairs?
Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, if
wow.
So that's what's to blame.
like what's his name? Mike from Sassel.
The Dodge Challenger fella. Yeah, that's what. Thanks a lot, lizard people. You definitely ruined that guy's relationship.
Either what was it, Mike and Amanda? I don't know.
No.
One of them is a lizard person, that's for sure.
Certainly, it must have been whoever he slept around with.
And for our out-of-state listeners, there's a Facebook post gone viral. So
Yeah, we're definitely keeping this one definitely inside joke.
the David Icke's version of lizard people came from he saw a movie where there was a movie that came out whenever he was a little younger, whenever he was a kid, where lizard people came from space to take over the world. Yeah, he went with it. I guess he thought that it was a documentary. No, it was a fiction movie.
So what year is this going on? Do we have any the time frame?
Well,
Is this new relatively?
He is 69 years old today.
Oh, 69. Okay.
So he retired from soccer when he was 20, 25, somewhere around there, and decided that, oh my gosh, this is 1990.
Oh.
Oh,
This
wow.
is the year 1990. He visited a psychic who told him he was on Earth for the purpose to receive messages from the spirit world.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And then he went with it. And from that, one of the messages is that lizard people have taken over the world. And now that's where this conspiracy gets a little confusing, because no one knows where the lizard people came from.
Oh.
Some people, now they may say they know. It's always different. Some people claim that the lizard people came from Earth, and then whenever humans started appearing, then they left,
Smart choice.
and then eventually came back. Other people say that they saw us here, and they decided, you know what, I want that planet, and then they came here. Some people say that they originated from the center of the Earth, which, as we discussed in our last episode, I think our crapshoot segment, the Earth is flat, but it's like a basketball flat to
Right.
where we need to pump it up.
But you know that makes sense to the center of the Earth one, because, you know, all the reptiles have heat lamps and everything, and they say it's real hot down there.
Yeah,
So it kind of makes sense, really.
that does make sense.
Yeah, that adds up. That tracks.
This whole David Icke.
Ick sounds more accurate to how he makes me feel.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's go with Ick.
David Icke. More like like, David, gross. Ha, bloody got him.
Wow, really
got him.
You know what really not doesn't surprise me, but is also like shocking. And I looked into him a little bit before this too. He got really popular. He sold out Wembley Stadium for one of his talks one time.
No.
I swear, yeah, It's true. He sold out Wembley Stadium sometime in the late 90s. But then I got to thinking about it, and like, if I knew some crackpot was coming to Lake Charles or in the southwest Louisiana area, I'd probably pay to go see him too, just to see what would happen. I mean, entertainment's entertainment. He also has an obsession with turquoise tracksuits. I'm not kidding. Everything I've ever seen him in interview-wise, he's wearing a matching turquoise jumpsuit, like a 1990s soprano person, but like that works at a Taco Bell. He was on nighttime shows, like I can't remember if it was Conan or David Letterman, but he was on one of those. He got really big. He sold, how many books did he sell, David?
Let's see. He's got 20 books.
20 books?
20.
Yeah, he's written over 20 books and spoken in over 25 countries.
20 books.
How many books?
He's written more books than J.K. Rowling. He's written more books than George R.R. Martin.
Quantity over quality, though.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sure. You literally said it was unreadable.
It is.
Maybe it's a code. Maybe it's a cipher.
You say it's unreadable. What do you mean? His thought process, writing it down? Or?
It's called The Biggest Secret. This book, the book that will change the world. It starts off with a statement saying, if you don't understand this, you're part of the problem. That's basically what he said. So I guess I'm part of the problem. Maybe I'm secretly a lizard person.
Thanks a lot, David. You know, I have my own lizard person theory that I've come up with. Think about it. This happened 1990. You know, it was really in around the late 80s and early 90s? Mullets.
Hold on.
Hang on. You know why, though?
Why?
The mullet was made to hide the zippers. Looking at you, achy breaky heart.
So you mean to tell me that mullets weren't just a thing because they're stylish?
I mean, they're absolutely stylish, but
Yeah,
it was also a cover-up.
Obviously.
Mullets are a cover-up, David.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Whoa. Okay. And you know there is a country music artist who's very popular. Got himself in some hot water recently, but it looks like everything's been forgiven. He's bringing the mullet back. Either one of you familiar with Morgan Wallen? Bringing the mullet back. You have a young cousin who idolizes this Morgan Wallen, and what did he get for Christmas? He got a mullet.
Seriously, in this area, the mullet's coming back. I see them all the time. I went to a restaurant here locally 2 days ago. There was a whole family of mullets just roaming around. Free, like wild mullets running free through the Mexican restaurant where I was at.
Now, I just want to make this clear. The mullet never left.
No.
Come on.
It did, though, David. It just
The mullet
didn't
is
die.
the hairstyle of America. Maybe I am a lizard person.
Maybe you are, David.
Yeah,
Maybe you are.
you talked about that country singer that got himself into some hot water with.
Of course he wanted hot
some
water.
stuff
He's
he
a lizard
said.
person.
And with mullets being a sign of lizard people, David Icke also has put himself into some hot water. He's got a whole lot of conspiracy theories. You will be hearing a lot about him. But today, since we're talking specifically the lizard people, or reptoids, whichever one you want to call them, we're going with lizard.
Reptoids?
Oh, that's another one. That's another term for them. The reptoid humanoids.
That sounds like a made-up Disney band from the early aughts.
This guy, his theory, almost every Jewish person is a lizard person. He also states that every lizard person is evil.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. He's also a...
Wait, is that David Icke again?
Yep, that's him again.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he got into some trouble for being...
Basically a Nazi.
Yeah, Nazi.
That would explain his jumpsuits. Probably drives a Volkswagen.
On top of stating that a lot of lizard people are Jews, he also denies that the Holocaust existed.
Oh,
That-
my God.
That is one of the, honestly, in my opinion, one of the absolute worst things you could be.
But
is
it
a
gets,
Holocaust denier.
it gets more confusing. He also believes that the Holocaust didn't happen and that Jews funded the Holocaust. So figure that one out. Wrap your mind around that.
Hang on, I have to go internally scream.
Oh, I think the pizza's here. Okay, so where'd y'all get the pizza from?
Pizza Hut. You hungry for pizza? Well, you're in luck. Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, like a rock. Wait, no.
And whenever we come back, tell you how to spot a lizard person. And then after that, our own version of a crapshoot. We're going to let you know which people, politicians or famous people in general, which of them are lizard people. So, yeah, just a couple minutes.
You ever get the hair of your mullet stuck in the zipper of your skin suit as you're trying to hide amongst the human race so that you can slowly take over the world government? Well, that's what it's like to drive a new Ford F-150. Ford, built different.
How was the pizza, gentlemen?
That was great. If y'all enjoyed that, it was brought to you by Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. They've got pizza.
Actually, it was brought to us by David. Thank you for buying the pizza, David.
Yes.
Oh, yep. You're welcome. That's from my blood money.
Blood money.
Well, I guess I should explain after saying something like that. Been donating plasma and we get paid for that.
Donating plasma to the lizard people.
Oh my gosh.
Did you ever think of that? Did you ever think of that, David?
That's how they're getting their suits.
That's exactly how they're getting their suits, David.
Now that you mention that, we sell plasma cutters at work too.
Oh, maybe that's where all your plasma from your blood is going, to the plasma cutters. Did they use a plasma cutter when they took your plasma?
Yeah, it hurt.
Oh, wow.
Yep, they just cut my arm off. So we're back with the lizard people, and I will tell y'all how to spot them. We've got past all the where it came from and the great, amazing hero of David Icke.
My current favorite, David.
Oh, come on.
All right, fine.
He's
Second
an insult
favorite.
to David. You know, an insult to Davids around the world. We shouldn't even address him as David.
Agreed.
I agree.
Let's just call him D.
D-Ick.
D-Ick. That's right.
Yeah, fitting name.
On a scale of 1 to 10, he's a terrible person.
Yeah, he's a D-Ick, all right.
Bloody got him. Boom. Roasted. All right. So to spot lizard people, I had an article from The Atlantic on how to spot the reptilians running the U.S. government.
Oh.
So we said 4% of registered voters believe in lizard people. And this article says about 12 million Americans. I didn't do the math. I don't have a well, I do have a calculator, but I'm not going to do it. It says that 12 million Americans know the U.S. government is being run by lizard people, or more scientifically accurate, reptilians. Call them lizard people. Yeah, this article is by Philip Bump.
Philip Bump. Okay.
Philip Bump.
I'm pretty sure he's a lizard person.
Is he much more credible than D-Ick?
I don't think it takes much. Anyone with half a brain. How to tell if someone is a lizard person. So the first one, this is an easier one to a good clue that they're a lizard person. So they usually have green eyes, which is kind of worrying because Becca, my wife, her eyes are sometimes green. They change and
Your mother's eyes are green.
uh-oh. What have you done?
David. That means that David's at least half.
Oh, dear God.
Gosh, this explains my love for the mullets.
Oh my, it makes so much sense now. It's the haircut of your ancestor.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
David, my eyes are green.
Oh, gosh.
But they don't change colors like your wife, apparently.
But the good thing about that is they have good eyesight and really good hearing.
Oh, yeah,
So
your mother was phenomenal hearing.
You wear glasses.
I do wear glasses, so
that's a good thing.
good. Oh, wait, my girlfriend and your wife don't wear glasses.
Oh gosh.
And your mom don't either.
Oh no, and she also has incredibly good hearing.
She does.
She's probably listening to us right now.
Oh, yeah. From the other side of the house. Sharp hearing. Sharp hearing.
I remember one time whenever I was in elementary school, me and a friend were just hanging out. She asked us how a certain game was played, because this is whenever she was leading children's church stuff. And she asked us how she explained it, if that's how it's played. And we said, yeah, I think that's right. And then we walked to the other room, and my friend, he whispered to me, that's not how we play it. My mom yelled from the other side of the house. She said, well, then how do y'all play it?
Was this human children's camp?
Yeah.
I just realized that your wife and my girlfriend are hosting a herp camp about reptiles this week.
Oh my gosh.
The evidence is stacking up.
So far, we've got the green eyes and good eyesight and hearing. She also has really good hearing. Well, here's another one. Having red hair.
Safe.
And
You have a sister who has red hair.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, David.
So maybe she got all the lizard genes.
Maybe so. She is, yeah.
I know she has some snakeskin boots, too.
Maybe that was just her feet.
Yeah, there's also another one. It's a sense of not belonging to the human race. Which
Ellie.
Ellie is a lizard person.
Ellie.
Oh, no.
Now, I do have to say, for me, it's not a sense of not feeling like I belong to the human race. It's more of after doing some research on just conspiracy theories, like, I don't know if I want to belong.
That's your lizard DNA kicking in.
It could be. It could be.
Like, you humans.
Filthy muggles. Haha, Harry Potter reference.
Speaking of that, David, I heard you did some podcast espionage recently.
Oh, I did.
In the guise of a trip to Disney.
Yes. Paid for by listeners of this podcast. You know who you are. I think I count as a listener. I did listen to the podcast.
Well, that does count. I was about to get really upset, like, because I have gotten none of that yet.
But yes, me and my wife, we both listened to the first episode of the podcast, and we paid for the trip to Disney, so I guess technically it was paid for by the listeners of the podcast.
You're not wrong.
No, you're not.
No, that fits.
Sound logic.
Did you find Walt Disney's frozen body?
You know, we
Or
looked.
his encased brain?
We went into all 4 parks specifically for that purpose.
Oh my god.
Just kicking over doors that says cast members only. We got fussed at by some people, but we just kept kicking open doors.
Oh, come on. How seriously can you take someone fussing at you with a big white glove and going, oh, you're in trouble?
I heard that he was it the Magic Kingdom under the giant castle, that he's somewhere in there. But surprisingly, or not so surprisingly, there were certain rooms that were locked up that we couldn't get into. So I think we're onto something there. Next time we'll just have to bring a battering ram.
So, and I guess you'll have to go again for our yet continuing search for Walt Disney.
Yes, we'll go again in a couple of months. We'll tell you all about it. Anyway, back to lizard people. Unexplained scars on their body could be another one. Could be another sign of lizard people.
You mean zipper trails?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They with their sharp fingernails or claws on their lizard people hands.
David, why are you looking at your hands so suspiciously?
I'm trying to figure out, like, do lizard people have 4 fingers, or how do their hands work?
Your mom has 5 on a hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they all real? Are we sure? I can confirm that my girlfriend and your wife all have 5-fingered hands.
That is true, yeah. Unexplained scars on the body. Like, just a lizard person just looks down, they're like, oh, look, there's this unexplained scar on my body. Probably a lizard person. Some sound logic there.
Makes sense.
Love of space.
Like space between people, like 6 feet, or like space in outer space?
Does not say, just says love of space.
Wow, look at all that space.
So I know we've gone to the museum in Houston a couple times, and they have their star-gazing thing. What's it called? Planetarium. There we go. Yes, love of space. We've been to that planetarium, which she really enjoys, and I'm just looking around, and I'm like, where are the pictures? This next one is low blood pressure. Yeah, so they're normally super chill, relaxed. Sign of a lizard person. There's more information or more
cells.
Yeah, some physical features like having a smile where the bottom teeth show. So not just a smile. Sorry, there was that part was highlighted of just having a smile. But no, like if the bottom teeth show when you smile, yeah, lizard person. Eyes that change size. Nothing about color.
Okay.
Oh, also, if this person has a tail, they're probably most likely a lizard person. And y'all know those little candies, the Valentine's Day chalk stuff candy?
Little heart-shaped things?
Yeah, if they like those, they're most likely a lizard person.
Oh, wow.
That's not on the list, but those things are disgusting, and there's really no other explanation.
And your mother loves them.
Abnormally sized pupils.
Like children or like younger people? Or of the eyes?
I think this is still with the eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
A lot of eye things.
So potentially a lizard person there. But also, some lizard people. Now, this is just one website that I read. Some lizard people can shapeshift, and they've got the long, forked tongue. So those are a couple other, like if you notice someone shapeshifting, probably a lizard person. And if they have a long, forked tongue, also probably a lizard person. And there's stories that the Queen of England, one time being interviewed, and she accidentally let her lizard tongue slip. So she's definitely a lizard person.
Wow.
We'll get into more of the lizard people later. What do lizard people want? They want world domination.
Yes.
Now, more information on where they came from on this website, different from the other websites.
So not Earth?
No, they're not from Earth. This one says they're from Draco.
Draco?
The bad kid in Harry Potter?
I guess so.
Oh.
Also, they're from other systems called Sirius, the uncle from Harry Potter. So if you're wondering, am I a lizard person? Just go through that list of weird eyes, weird hearing. Do you have red hair? If the answer is yes to all 3 of those, then you're most likely a lizard person. Feel like you don't belong, unexplained scars, you love space, and low blood pressure. And if you have a smile where your bottom teeth show, which I don't get that. You might be a lizard people. You might be a lizard people. You might be a lizard person.
You might be an entire people of lizards.
And really, Only you know if you're a lizard person. But hey, there's worse things that you can be than a lizard person that's planning world domination.
You could be David Icke.
Ugh.
Hey, that's an insult to David.
I'm sorry.
It's D-Ick.
D-Ick.
I think that's it when it comes to the lizard people.
I think I have a firm grasp.
All right.
A firm grasp and understanding.
Let's find my list of lizard people. Crapshoot.
Hey!
Oh, all right.
Oprah. Lizard person or not a lizard person?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, she may be one of the good ones after giving away all the cars and whatnot. But then again, she doesn't pay the taxes on the gifts. It's her plot.
That's because lizard people have tax exemptions.
That's right. Barack Obama. Lizard person or not a lizard person?
Probably not.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get strong lizard vibes off.
We already said the Queen of England. She let it slip.
She'll outlive us.
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
He's the king lizard person.
His whole everything is definitely a lizard person.
Steven Spielberg.
I don't know. He made a lot of good movies,
He has made a lot of good movies.
so I'm gonna say no.
Elongated muskrat. Elon Musk for short.
No, because if he is, he's doing a terrible job at hiding it. Like, absolute worst job at hiding it. Not a good person, but not a lizard person.
Okay. How about Rock the Dwayne Johnson?
No, he's just pure rocks.
Okay. More on that in a bit. I think we've got an email about that.
Oh, yeah.
Something about rocks. William Smith.
That is a tough one. Yeah, I
think
think
it
that's
was-
how he got on a Men in Black so fast. He knew what he was talking about.
Bill Clinton.
That would make so much sense. Possibly make the most sense.
Tom Hanks.
No, not Tom Hanks.
He's too nice.
He's too good.
Jared Leto.
I wish he were a lizard person. He is just a very strange, not great person.
So if he were a lizard person, it would probably be a step up.
He'd probably have to hide it better. We could do a podcast on just his weird antics. But
He's pretty weird.
Yeah, you know, there's apparently a besides all the publicized shenanigans he pulled while playing the Joker, where leaving dead rats around, and apparently he has an island where they do a thing every year where he wears a big white robe, and everyone on the island refers to him as Prophet first.
Jared Leto.
Yes, Jared Leto. Yeah.
And finally, how about Jim Carrey? Wonka Wonka.
I cannot sanction that buffoonery. He looks like a man that wasn't and then discovered that they thought he was. And that's where his current trajectory in life has taken him.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I think that's what happened to him, not that bad depressive episode. I think they were like, "Oh, you're one of us," and he was like, yes, and now he has to live with that.
That's the end of our crapshoot.
So, from what I understand, we actually have gotten some feedback mail.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
From our first premiere podcast episode.
Oh, yeah, we've got some mail. Let me pull it up, and that is crapspiracytheory@gmail.com.
Spell that out for us real quick.
It is CRAPSPIRACYTHEORY, A with the little circle over it, GMAIL, period, COM.
Boy, I'm really glad that you spelled that out real quick.
You're welcome.
Please feel free to send us comments or any theories you want us to look into. Anything. Even hate mail. We'll take hate mail.
I would love it if you sent us some hate mail.
If you have a conspiracy theory that you want us to read out, let us know if you want your name read, or if you don't, or if you have an alias you'd like to go by, and we will read it out as such.
This one is from E.T. It's the initials, if I should say this person's name.
Let's go with not right now.
All right.
But that's a friend of the pod.
Yes, friend of the pod, or E.T. for long, says, "Hello, crapspirators. Crapspirators. Hello, crapspirators." There we go.
Love it.
Hey, sometimes words are hard.
Oh, I thought that was all written
Oh,
in the
no.
email.
I misread it the first time. Come on.
I thought that was written into the email. And I was about to say, like, that's my friend, and I'm pretty sure that's either really funny on purpose or something's not right.
It says, "Hello, crapspirators. Long-time listener. You're lying. First-time caller."
That's not a lie.
I was wondering if you guys could talk about my absolute favorite conspiracy. It's kind of lesser-known one, but it's got good bones, which is a pun. You'll get it in a minute. As far as I can tell, hashtag the rocks were alive, and it is more or less what it sounds like. The concept that at one point, the world was ruled by giants and titans, and once they died, their corpses petrified and became the landscapes of the world around us. These remains are called mud fossils or sometimes sleeping giants. And it's not just humanoids. In fact, the most popular candidate candidate for this theory is Devil's Tower in Wyoming, which is believed to be a fossil remains of
I think it's Yggdrasil.
tree. Anyway, there's a lot to dig into here, and I don't want this email to get too long, but I wanted to get y'all's take on this. Definitely not just a theory. P.S. If y'all are looking for casual research for the good time, if y'all are looking for casual research and a good time, search hashtag The Rocks Were Alive on Instagram, and the results are a fun game of mud fossils or Dwayne The Rock Johnson's memes.
Oh my!
Yeah, that was from a good friend of mine and friend of the pod. Now, with these, I've decided, since I've had some feedback on these conspiracy theories, I'm going to look into all the ones we get, and we're going to do pods on them.
Oh, good.
So, E.T., we are going to definitely look into this. I already started. I've looked into a few things already, and there's a lot of interesting information out there to talk about. Do we have any other emails?
Let's see. Let me check my spam folder. Oh, nothing in spam. All right.
Well,
nope. She did send some pictures, so they all look pretty cool, and none of you listeners can see them.
Nope. Unless you decide to post them on our Facebook later.
Oh, I could post them on the Facebook page.
You could post them on the Facebook page.
That is the Facebook page. It is called Crapspiracy Theories.
I have some mail.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
Oh, you have some mail.
I do have a piece of mail sent in personally from a friend of mine that figured out we were doing a podcast. They have asked to remain anonymous because it is a work-related theory. This may sound stupid to you, but here it goes. Coca-Cola has their own little families based on the location you're in. The location I work at, we're referred to as Coca-Cola United. We've recently had some new employees come in as transfers from other plants. I found out today that they're referred to as CCR, or Coca-Cola Refreshments, they assume. I was told that our vice president is part of the CCR family, and she's trying to get her team to take over Coca-Cola United. To my knowledge, we have 6 out of 10 CCR employees, and they're very different. They don't do anything the way we do. They seriously act like they don't know how Coca-Cola business works. It is so strange to me because they come from Coca-Cola already, just from a different location. The current skill set they're revealing to us makes them unfit for the job by a long shot. So why are so many of them being placed in our location if they're not good at their jobs? They're no help to our company at all, but they keep coming. Feels like a takeover, and they're just playing dumb. So, it sounds like
some lizard people.
It sounds like suddenly another Coca-Cola entity that seems to have no experience doing what they do are taking over this branch of Coca-Cola. So we're going to look into Coca-Cola pretty soon.
All right.
I'm going to do a little research and see what we find out about these Coca-Cola factions.
Oh, most definitely, man.
And if there's some lizard people or suspicious things going on behind Coca-Cola.
Yeah, we're going to find out about these Coca-Cola gangs.
Oh, yeah. We're
gang
going to
wars.
find out
Yep.
the Coke Wars.
Boom. Bum, bum.
But yeah, please send us more mail, more theories, more comments, questions, concerns.
Disagreements, please.
Disagreements, hate mail. If you hate us, I want to know about it because that means that you listened, and that's
Yes, you do.
good. So bring it in, please. If you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear more theories. We are going to look into them. I'm going to look into all the ones that have legs, let's say.
All right. Which, as we know, the rock people and lizard people do.
And Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yes,
He also
Rock
has legs.
the Dwayne Johnson has legs.
That's true. So is that all we have today?
I think that's all we got. Thanks for listening to the show.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here on the Crapspiracy Theory podcast. I've been your co-host, Sid, along with
Captain David, and everything that you've heard here today is complete fact. Just throwing that out there. And crap.
All remarks, ideas, thoughts, and comments expressed on the show are all original of these two guys, except where stolen. God bless.